Hey guys, Dior's here. So I'm going to do a brief review about the ATI top folding buttstock and pistol grip for 12 gauge shotgun. Now, there's the system I've got set up right now. Bear with me here. So this is the top folding pistol grip buttstock. Okay, it has a, can't really see it from that side, but from my side you got these button you got to push here to release it. Hang on, kind of hard to do. There we go. When you're holding it at an angle, but gives you the option to have either a pistol grip only shotgun or a shotgun with a pistol grip and buttstock. The more stable platform is to actually have a combination buttstock and pistol grip. Now, like I said, I'm going to discuss some of the features and some of the shortfalls of this product here. Overall, I'm going to say I do like it. It's actually much better than what I originally had on here. I originally had just a Tac Star pistol grip, okay? This is a slight upgrade from what I had originally. Now, I have this mounted on my Mossberg Maverick 88 pump shotgun, okay? A product like this, it's going to work better with a shotgun that has a crossbolt safety, okay? Crossbolt safety on the forward end of the trigger. Now, some of the Mossbergs, like the 590, the 500, and the 535, they've got a thumb safety up here on top of the tang of the receiver of the shotgun. That won't work too well on a pistol grip shotgun, especially with a pistol grip shotgun that has a top folding stock like this, okay? So that is going to be one downfall. No fault of the product manufacturer. I mean, they did do a nice job putting a nice little gap right here so you could flip that if you had to, but me, it's quicker to, you know, push the crossbolt safety and then automatically go to the trigger, you know, trigger position with my trigger finger rather than having to sit here and manipulate stuff. So, like I said, it is advised that you use a shotgun with a crossbolt safety. I will tell you that right now, okay? So, one of my pet peeves about this product, okay? One of my pet peeves, I got several pet peeves. One of my pet peeves about this product. So, in this picture here, on the back of the packaging, actually, if you look all the way around, I mean, look at it. So that's a Mossberg series shotgun that they got this modeled on. That's either going to be like I'm going to assume either a 590 pump or maybe a 535. Probably more than likely a 590. And I'm only basing that off of the the magazine cap, screw-on cap, rather than the actual thumb screw that the Mossberg 500s and the Maverick 88s would typically come with. But one of my biggest pet peeves, you see that in the picture there, it shows this thing, when it folds down, it folds completely flat. Now, I know this is the Maverick 88, but the Maverick 88 is pretty much a carbon copy of the 500 and 590 series Mossberg shotguns. As you can see, this is as far down as it folds. There's enough gap right here, like a finger width gap. Like I said, this thing does not fold completely flat. That is a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. I've looked and looked and looked all over, and I cannot figure out where this thing is hanging up, why it's not folding flat. Okay, so that is a pet peeve of mine. The other pet peeve of mine too is the sling mount here on the rear of the. It has it right here up on the side. Now, granted, my Takstar, it actually had like a loop shaped. I didn't really like that either. What I ended up doing was tapping the bottom of the pistol grip and drilled a little hole, and I threaded one of these swing swivels on the bottom there, super glued it in place, and it worked pretty good. It's completely hollow, so like there's nothing for me to tap into. I couldn't relocate this sling mount if I wanted to. There's nowhere for me to mount it. There's very little material for me to try to tap a 1/4 inch thread into. So that is another pet peeve of mine. Okay. The other thing that I don't like either about this buttstock is when I'm shooting it. Okay, when I'm holding it, kind of hard to see, but the amount of recoil coming off this gun, even though I've got this pressed up against my shoulder, the amount of recoil coming off this gun, it's enough. You see my thumb right here, it's making contact with the edge of this buttstock here. Now you would think, I mean, look at that, you would think, like, with that being as round as it is, it wouldn't be all that sharp, but apparently, even though I was wearing my tactical Oakley gloves while I was shooting this thing, it still managed to rub a nice big old chunk of skin off the top of my thumb. That's why I got this Band-Aid on while I was shooting it. So that's another big pet peeve of mine. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to either bulk that up or possibly either file or sand that edge down, like get some very, very fine grit sandpaper and just very carefully sand that edge down, because this is kind of unavoidable. The way I'm holding this thing, it's going to make contact with my thumb. I've tried repositioning my hand. I need to have it kind of up here in this. I need to have it up here in this crook here to stabilize the gun. That's the most comfortable position for me to have my hand. Problem is when I got this stock down, it tends to really rub the skin off my thumb. So that's another pet peeve of mine with this design. Ooh, looks like the Band-Aid's already coming off. Here, you know what? Just get that in view, see? And that was bleeding pretty good earlier. The other issue too, this butt plate on this stock here, I get it. Okay, it's a folding stock. It's a top folding stock. It's not going to have much in terms of comfort or ergonomics on the butt plate. But the butt plate, I got to tell you, no matter how hard I had this thing up, tied up against my shoulder, this thing freaking kicked like a mule. And I'm telling you, I wasn't really firing anything crazy. I was firing 3-inch steel shot loads, 2 3/4 inch number 4 turkey loads out of this gun. And this thing was just beating me to death. I guarantee you I've probably got all kinds. I've got, yeah, this spot right here is real tender right now. Like this thing just beat the ever living snot out of me. And like I said, I had this thing nice and tight up against my shoulder. Okay, so that is one of the things that I'm not real happy about. But it's probably a good thing this thing's got a little bit of a gap here, because I guess I'll see about getting some rubber. I might end up getting one of those slip-on limb saver butt plate pads, and I'll cut off the slip-on portion, and what I'll do is I'll probably see about super gluing it on to kind of give this thing some cushion, because man, I tell you what, it beats your arm up. It will beat it up, guaranteed. Now, my review entirely for this isn't all that bad. This is actually a decent product. It's a little pricey. Retails for $79, okay? With tax, you're going to be paying probably about $81, maybe $82. We'll go over some of the stuff I do like about it, okay? Like I said, I like the fact that I've got the option to use this gun as a cruiser style pistol grip shotgun, or I could fold it over, okay? Oops, sorry. Trying to do this without looking at the button. I fold this over and have a full length shotgun with a buttstock, okay? I do like that option, okay? I like that option. The other thing too, I don't know if you can see this all that well on the camera. You see how it has a little notch right here, okay? If you had this folded over the top, you could actually line that notch up with your front bead sight on your barrel of your shotgun if you decided you wanted to use the sights while you're carrying this as a pistol grip shotgun, okay? That is, I'll tell you, that is actually pretty neat idea of them to come up with that. You know, I would have never, something as simple as just notching out a small portion on the folding end of the buttstock. The other thing I like about this product, okay, it is it's solid, man. This is very solidly constructed. It's all polymer. It's 100% polymer construction with the exception of this this swing swivel, okay? The swing swivel actually acts as one of the pieces of key hardware to actually hold this together. And then the screw right here. Those are only two pieces of metal on here. This whole thing is polymer. Like, I'm not kidding you, polymer. But I mean, it is solid, solid, solid. It's probably one of the most solid pieces of polymer furniture I'd ever seen. And pretty, I mean, decent, you know, in terms of weight. It's not very heavy at all. Very well constructed. You see, it's kind of got honeycomb construction here. So overall, not bad on that in that department. Okay, I can't really complain. Like this, it does not bend. It does not flex. Like, you would be really hard pressed to try to either crack or break any portion of this. Okay. I wouldn't advise using this to smash somebody's face in, you know, for self-defense. I mean, folding stocks are not really ideal for something like that, but I'd say you could probably give a decent go with this. I was actually smashing glass bottles with this, and I tell you what, man, didn't really have any. See, it actually has little locks too, like kind of snaps into place here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, as long as you're hitting more down here than you are up here, it won't bend, it won't twist on you. But yeah, pretty solid. Okay, very, very rigid, very rigid. Would I buy this product again? Probably not. Probably not. It says, this may say, you know, I mean, I like the idea of having a stock that folds over the top like this, but this, compared to a normal buttstock or even just a regular pistol grip, this does make it. I don't know. It's hard to say because, for one, if I'm trying to use it with the buttstock, like I said, it tears the crap out of my thumb whenever I'm using heavy, you know, high recoil loads, I should say. If I'm using low recoil loads, this does actually really well. But if I'm using like heavy recoil loads, like I was shooting, like I said, I was shooting the 3-inch steel shot. I was shooting 2 3/4 inch number 4 turkey loads. Those were, I believe those are Kent brand shotgun shells. I was shooting number 4 buckshot. And I'm telling you, this thing is just, holy crap, it's kicking like crazy, okay? I would actually opt for a side folding buttstock probably next time around. ATI does make side folding buttstocks, and might consider getting that as a next product. Would I recommend this to somebody? Sure, why not? Overall, I'd probably give this about 3 out of 5 stars. I'm not gonna lie, it's got some shortfalls. It's got some very shortfalls. Lastly, I almost forgot before I go on to my next topic, but there is one thing I do like. They have this top. They have the right now. This is the top end of the fold over buttstock, but when I have it folded out, this is the bottom end. I do like the fact they have these 6 holes pre-tapped, so you can actually install a side saddle holder for 6 more additional shotgun shells, which I'm actually gonna look at buying somewhere in the near future, is getting something like that for this. That would be nice. Be able to carry 6 additional shells on top of my bandolier style sling. Now, some people probably don't like this whole bandolier style sling. They probably think it's gaudy and it's a little unwieldy and it makes the gun heavy. Yeah, it makes the gun heavy, and it is somewhat unwieldy, but I'm used to it. I have this with the, like I said, I have this put together with in mind that this is going to be a self-contained unit. Okay. That's why I do the bandolier style slings. I like the self-contained aspect of a shotgun. If I had to, run and go or grab and go, I don't have, if I forgot to load this gun, or if this gun for whatever reason wasn't loaded, or if I didn't have time to load it and I had to grab and go, well, I got enough shells here that I can do, 4 full reloads. And with this style shotgun, I've got a 5-round tube magazine, so I got 5+1 capacity here. So, and if I use like the shorter shells, I make my own custom made short shells. If I loaded this tube mag with my own custom made short shells, I can actually fit 6 shells in this tube mag. So make it a 7+1. So the whole reason, what did I do with that? Gotta figure out what I did with the, there it is. Alright. This isn't really supposed to be a review of this product, but the scabbard here, I actually got from, I actually picked up used for $15. It's, I want to say it's like retails for like $40, maybe $50, but this, as soon as I get it all in there, I said this is supposed to be a self-contained unit. Okay, I can get that kind of a pain in the ass to get in there. There we go. So this is designed to be self-contained, okay, for potential bug out gun. If you're, like I said, this is more of like, this would be for a vehicle, okay? This would be a vehicle bug out gun, defense gun. If I was, when I was driving over the road, actually, that's what I should say, when I was driving over the road, all I carried was a 45 caliber Springfield and a simple pistol belt. Had that, and a couple of additional magazines and an additional box of ammo. Okay. I put this together with the fact that if I was over the road again, I would probably have this. Okay. I wanted the top folding stock because it's for, like I said, it's for confined spaces, for confined storage requirements. I can't easily conceal or easily store a shotgun with a full pistol, not full pistol grip, a full buttstock. So that's why I'm opting to have a top folding stock on this with a pistol grip. It's not ideal, but it's better than just regular, pistol grip only. Okay, so I would actually have, like I said, if I was to go back over the road as an over-the-road truck driver again, I'd be taking this, and I'd probably be taking this little 357 revolver. Okay, these would be my vehicle defense guns. This is for if things got really, really bad, and for whatever reason I had to abandon my vehicle. Okay, and I was going to end up having to walk home. At this point in time, I'm not really worried about losing my job because it won't matter. You know, the situations that I think of, yeah, your job won't matter. It won't matter because more than likely what happened was, you know, the country got attacked by an EMP. That's my thing. But, you know, yeah, you would think, you know, why bother carrying a 6-shooter and a shotgun when you could carry, you know, you carry a semi-auto handgun and a 6-shot revolver, or I mean, and a shotgun. Well, the reason why I'd be opting to go with this 357 over this 45 is because in some states, this 45 would actually be illegal for me to carry, period. You know, it'd be illegal for me to have, period, you know, within the state without it being registered, because under some states' laws this is classified as an assault weapon. And being that I have a 13-round magazine, this magazine actually exceeds some states' maximum ammunition capacity laws. So that's part of the reason why I would opt to go with a 6-shot 357 revolver. Okay, and yes, this is loaded. Okay, but as you can see, I don't ever put my fingers on the triggers of my weapons unless I'm actually at the range, you know, practicing and shooting. Okay, yeah, like I said, this wouldn't be regulated in the same regards as this. Also, kind of the reason why I'd be going with this pistol grip shotgun over a rifle. Okay, this shotgun wouldn't be regulated the same way that a rifle would be. Okay, case in point, California, AR-15s are actually, they classified them as assault weapons. You need to basically have a level 3 permit, and your AR-15, you know, like I said, you need to have a level 3 permit in order to have an AR-15, and your AR-15 has to already be pre-registered with the state. Something I don't really have to worry about with this pistol grip shotgun so much, because a pump shotgun, okay, I gotta stress this to you, pump shotgun, not a semi-auto, but pump shotgun is classified as a hunting weapon, you know, as a hunting implement rather than an assault weapon in states like California, Illinois, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island, Connecticut. Okay, so in theory, if I was to have gotten stopped, okay, I probably won't, like I said, the police probably won't give a crap that I've got this and this locked away somewhere, rather than me having this and say like an AR-15 or an AK-47. So that's the reason why I would opt to have this. Okay, this is if I, like I said, if I go driving over the road again. I might consider doing that, but I think for now I'd just rather just continue driving local. The other thing too, in wake of this whole coronavirus situation going on in the U.S., I'm worried about there potentially being roadblocks right now, and this is just me driving in and out of town to go to work. So I'm actually considering stepping up from just having a handgun, because this is at a minimum, this is what I almost always have in my truck, in my pickup truck or my car, is either a handgun or this revolver. But it looks like I'm gonna probably have to start carrying this and a shotgun, just in case things get really hairy. Things are deteriorating pretty quickly, so that's just things to bear in mind. And I'm actually probably considering carrying a plate carrier as well on top of the 72-hour kit that I already have in my truck and my handgun. So yeah, I don't want to let this run on any longer. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm Diorce, and I'm out. You guys have yourselves a good one. Bye-bye.